Beyond Heroes is a wonderful adventure with a great group of friends and players. They're both. And today we are going to be going on an adventure called Space Pirates, because that was what was voted for at the end of every one of our one-shots. All of these one-shots do form one large campaign, but they allow you to basically jump into this show at any point you want to, and not need to have watched like the 20 episodes before to have context. It's like a TV show in that way. But at the end of the show, we let people vote on what the next episode is, and you chose Space Pirates. I'm sorry, Lauren Urban, that was not Dragon Wars.
I tried. I tried. I valiantly asked. I said,
Tried to game the system.
I just want you to know my 100% success rate of predicting what the people will pick is content. The streak's alive. I've been right every week. Yeah.
That's important. That's important. It's an interesting game also, where every time any one of us rolls a natural 20, we give away a legendary bundle. That's all of the D&D books combined all together. We raffle those off in Twitch chat every time one of us rolls a 20. So get ready for that kind of madness as well. Do we have any other announcements? Lauren Urban, do you have anything that you want to talk about in the community? Nothing? We got nothing.
Come join our Discord. Listen to this on a podcast. Join our forums.
Also, I'd like to remind everyone that right now World Builders is happening. It is a great charity headed by pretty much Patrick Rothfuss and his folks, and all the money goes to basically sustainable things that help families and children. So we're talking like, buying goats, teaching people to farm, creating wells.
It's Heifer International.
Yeah, World Builders
which has a super high Charity Navigator rating, and they're an incredible charity. You can find out more either through World Builders or through Heifer International.
Yeah, the link is in chat right now if you want to check that out. So it is a fantastic charity. All right, let's do the thing. Let's check out our intro.
With the dawn, out of the ashes and beyond the night, beyond the masses and into the light, beyond all time in this adventure we chose. We will never give up. We are beyond heroes, beyond
heroes. All right, we're back. We get a little chatty during the intro sometimes and things get away from us. Also, if you recognize that voice, and she doesn't want me to say this at all, but that is the amazingly talented Hope LaVelle singing that intro song.
You sound wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Amazing. All right, everyone roll initiative. No.
Yes. Oh.
So you are all aboard a spelljammer. You are surrounded by Giff, these weird hippopotamus-like race. They have laser guns, and they're currently into the possession of some sort of important item. You sense there's like a lot of tension. They're very military, very organized, but they allowed you, after you had trouble with your ship, to actually stay on their ship and get transported to another asteroid. You are deep in space, by the way. And so you are currently flying through space, but suddenly a ship has docked with the Giff ship at this very moment. And something is trying to burn through the hull at this very moment. What is everyone doing?
Is it me? Am I on the ship?
Yeah.
Are we going back in time? What happened? Really, you know all about this. What should we do?
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go speak a little to the guy. Do the Giff seem panicked?
Yes, they seem terrified.
Oh, time to go to work. I head to where they're breaking in.
Okay.
I find the nearest Giff and what's going on?
We do not know. We are being docked.
Okay. Anything else? Why is everyone so scared?
Because we have never seen a ship like this before.
And what does it look like?
It's super creepy.
And I run over and I'm going to arcane lock the area that they're trying to cut into.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. As you do so, the area that you're cutting, that they have begun cutting into, the cutting stops being effective. It almost immediately. And the Giff relax a little bit. There are portholes in this strange ship, and the Giff are very strange. Well, not only strange for being kind of hippopotamus men, but they also have, these very kind of 18th century garb. Some, they often wear glasses or spectacles, smoke pipes, things of that nature. But they're also known for traveling space and traveling between worlds and even dimensions. They are still very panicked and running around and checking other parts of the hull, making sure no one finds a way inside.
I'm interested in the fact that they think that the ship looks creepy. Can I find a window and look at this ship?
You do. You see a spelljammer outside that almost looks like, the best way we would explain it is it almost looks like as if there was a massive black sword that had bat wings.
My
And
people have kept records for a long time. Have I ever seen this design before?
no, you have not. And it looks fairly recent and very modern.
May I use clairvoyance to look inside the ship?
What's the range on that? Yeah, I mean, the answer is yes.
Well, it's either a place I have been before or a place that I can have an expectation of the location. So
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. Go ahead.
yes. So it's up to a mile. So yeah, I will cast I'll do seeing, not hearing. And then as an action, I can switch it if I choose to.
Okay. You see into the hull of the ship. All the hallways are almost perfectly circular, with a slight flattening at the bottom so creatures can walk. And you not only see these strange gleaming black constructs, but you see several soldiers as well in plate mail and holding guns, preparing. And their armor is just immaculately shiny and mirrored. And even their faceplates are perfectly mirrored as well.
Cool.
Have I ever seen anything like this before?
You have not.
I'm going to describe. So there are these round tunnels. It looks like they walk, not fly, because it looks like they're well tread, but everything is glassy and they're wearing mirrored armor, full
Mirrored?
helms.
Why would
They have
wear
weaponry.
mirrors?
They have. Do you remember the weapon that Averin had when we? No. Yes, that did happen. Did that happen? Was that a dream?
We're the weapons that Averin has.
If you say it
There's a
happened, it
weapon, right?
happened.
There's a weapon that my father had. I don't know if you saw it or not, but they have those.
Okay, but you said they're wearing mirrors? Like, what does that mean?
Yes. Well, they're
Fraud
not
and their armor,
vampires, I suppose.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Do the Giff have any form of hailing? Like, do they have a way that you like try to communicate with other ships rather than just run into each other?
Yeah, there is an area where the captain and the main crew hang out. They are attempting to contact by sending various magical spells to communicate at distance.
Are they fireballs?
No, not yet.
Guys, let's hail them.
Yeah.
With hail. Sleet storm.
What else is a druid gonna
space?
Does that work in
Storm
space? Okay.
I know, I'm a druid in space. I don't know how much of a help I can be.
I mean, that's our spin-off series, by the way, Druids in Space.
I don't know. Sleet storm in space sounds pretty awesome.
It does sound really
Space
cool.
druid.
At this moment, you all feel a massive explosion, and the entire ship that you're in rocks and moves back and forth, and the hallway.
Oh wait, everybody to the left. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Which way's left? Oh my god, it right.
I went left. Yeah, right.
Everyone
Let's
got
Star
it
Trek
wrong.
this. Oh, there we go.
And yeah, freely you just like you're in Jello. Yeah. So the entire hallway now has filled with smoking. You can barely see anything, but you can hear that the Giff have begun firing their weapons.
Go
And
time.
You see the fog kind of light up with explosions and fire.
I wish to go to the level where the battle is. I wish to see the mirrored people.
Yes, let's go. Come on, Freely.
Yeah, I go, but while I'm like, you know what? I don't understand, Penelope. We went and we saw the Eladrin, and Keen wasn't there, and now we got all these like stuffy big dudes, and
And we're in
Briv's not
space.
here. And it just seems like everybody's missing like their moments, you know? Like if they go to the Halfling home world, we have to be there.
We'll go there next. How about that? We'll take a vacation at the Halfling homeworld.
Halfling world.
It's that's where you find out it's half the size of the
It's a moon.
I am willing to be uncomfortable to make everybody happy. It'll be fine.
You could go visit my tribe. They're halflings.
The monkey
could do both.
clan.
Monkeymouse,
Yes.
Clan Monkeymouse, yes.
It's just the first
We
not
could fly
horrible
on
day.
giant eagles.
Okay.
It's the first not horrible day we're in, but let's
Come
go.
on, Freely,
All right.
let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I dropped the arcane lock so they can get through regardless. But
Yeah. King Deapreth, you get to there very quickly. You round the corner and you see several of the Giff already there. I mean, the Giff, man. It's very hard not to say Giff.
Yeah.
Yeah, several of the
there's
Giff
been a lot of
already lined
conversation
up.
with Briv about Githa versus
Yeah.
Giffa.
That's why he's not here.
That's why
He
he's
just
not here.
threw up
He's
his
like,
hands. He's like,
we're
if
like,
I don't know who I am fighting,
It was
he
an
stormed
executive
off.
decision that we avoid this.
Right. You watch the car until we get back. Yeah.
The Giff are currently firing into the smoke, and you see these strange mirrored soldiers. Again, their full plate armor is gleaming so much. They reflect everything, and the face plates have no breathing holes, no eye holes, nothing. They are just pure metal in front of the face.
I am
Perfectly
very aware
smooth.
of their movement. Are they organic or do they move more mechanically?
They are organic. Yeah, they're absolutely organic.
Continue to watch the battle, but do not partake yet.
Several of the Giff have been shot, and they appear to be losing the battle. And
If I see injured, I'll be there. Freely is nearby, and I'm like, did you need something? I'm gonna go help the Giff.
I'm going to make a single attempt at diplomacy. I would like to use my minor illusion to project my voice like further where they are.
okay,
Be like, hey, wait a second. Can we talk about this? Like, we don't have to come to blows. Just tell us what you want.
are you within shooting range?
I mean, am I not always in shooting range? But I'm projecting my voice over there. So I'm not like,
the firing does not cease. They seem unfazed.
all right, violence it is.
I'm gonna run over to one of the hurt hippo people, and while I'm patching them up, I'm gonna ask, do you know who these guys are?
We have no idea who these people are. We have never seen these soldiers.
How many are there?
Right now it's a very small hallway, but there seems to be several.
Okay, they're piling in from behind.
Yeah.
Okay, Penelope is going to cast just at the front from them back, that's where the radius is going to be. Fog cloud. I'm trying to fog up their mirrors so they can't see.
They will not be able to back up.
Also, point of clarification. You said their armor is reflecting everything. Did you mean light or bullets are bouncing off?
No, just light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we also want to dull that light.
Okay, so fog just erupts into the hallway. It was already kind of hard to see before, and now is just filled with fog, and firing from the Giff has stopped because they feel like this is kind of a lost cause, and it's allowing some of them to grab their soldiers and drag them backwards and get them out of the fight. But firing continues from the hallway at the same time. If everyone gets away from the hallway and rounds a corner, everyone is safe. But the Giff are shaken. They do not know what this new threat is.
Well, what do we do? What do we do?
As we're all backing up, does it look like if I'm looking at the injured, are they being attacked to kill? Is this a lethal attack, or are they trying to be
absolutely lethal attacks?
What are the weapons of choice?
For the Giff or for these
strange creatures?
Those strange creatures, many of them are using some kind of magical wand or shooting something not unlike Eldritch Blast out of them. Yeah, they are energy weapons of some sort.
I mean, I can block everything off with fire, but the last time we were on a ship, everyone said fire was bad. Is fire still bad?
I started laying down Eldritch Blast. I'm like, okay, you guys think of something. Ka-chow, 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 ka-chow.
I still... Okay. Penelope will try one more thing. Do I get the sense, if I've seen their mirrored outfits, that they're made of metal?
No, you believe that it's armor. Yeah.
Armor, but not metal.
No, the metal is armor. I mean, the armor is metal. Yes.
And they're in a corridor? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Are they all in the fog?
Yes, they are all in the fog right now.
Okay.
Sips tea.
That was
plotting.
A very plotting sip. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
I know. I've never
plots and half. That is very much plots and halfling, by the way. A soup bowl that you like menacingly caress.
Drink soup.
I do like these thoughts you're having, though. So please continue.
We got to be creative here, guys. Okay, continue. I'll think about it.
I yell out in the universal tongue of Elven, because it is well traveled. Friend or foe, we do not have to battle.
You're absolutely right. We do not.
Is that a friend or a foe?
I'm like, Mom?
You hear that from down the hallway, and it's weirdly and creepily familiar, but you can't quite place it. Keen Deapreth, tell the Giff they must give up the map, and we will set them free.
Are we all hearing
who
this, or
may I
is just
say-
Keen hearing it?
You're all hearing it.
But only people who can speak Elvish.
And who may I say is requesting this?
Soren.
Can anybody relay this to the Giff captain? And do we know of any map?
You do not.
I'll relay it to the captain.
Okay.
Keen, do you know that guy?
Soren? I do not know this name.
He knew who you were.
Who doesn't know who Keen is?
Yeah, right? He's a big hero.
This is true, but sometimes knowing why is helpful.
Look at him. That's why.
I appear to come around the corner and stand in plain view. It is, of course, a mirror image, because that is the way of the Eladrin. But I stand there and I say, one moment while I find out the captain's reply for you. Where do I know you from, stranger? I know your voice.
Well, we've never met officially, but I will be familiar to you. And he steps, you see this shadowy figure in the fog. Are you like poking your head out, or do you have a couple of mirror images out as well?
I have a mirror image out, and the rest of the mirror images are behind the wall. But,
okay. So you can't see.
I also very much envision Freely like bopping around the corner and being like, "Oh, that's not him."
Does anyone look around the corner?
Oh yeah,
I can use clairvoyance.
I think Orkira gets confused for a moment because she doesn't know it's the mirror image, and so she's in the process of being like, wait. And then
you grab nothing. You just your hands move through Keen awkwardly.
But now she's looking around the corner.
Is this one of the things where all of our heads pop up underneath each other? We're like around the corner.
Three Stooges
3,
it.
4, 5.
Yep.
You see this very tall, deathly pale, no skin tone, just absolutely white face with glowing red eyes that are actually illuminating partially his own face and eyebrows. And he has a very well-kept beard, and he's exceptionally thin, but seems well muscled in all black armor. And the air feels immediately cold when he moves out of the fog. He looks like someone made a caricature or a drawing or some twisted version, but it looks like Avrin.
Is he undead?
How do you check?
I'll divine sense celestial fiend or undead.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, you guys, it's another undead Avrin clone thing that we got to destroy. Look, another hand come around the corner, like, yeah.
They're sometimes undead, but they're not always evil. I mean,
Look at his face,
Guys,
Alyndra.
we can't even go to space and get away
his
from
face
those.
looks like that.
This guy gets around, man.
Okay, what do we do?
I am not Avrin.
You look like him.
Maybe he looks like me.
Well,
Dun,
he's-
dun.
It's your
Really
grandfather. We met your sister last time, and now it's like another like relative.
Family reunion.
Alyndra, talk to him.
Do I know of anyone in my family history named Soren?
No. No. You get a very bad feeling. Like it's hard to express. Something is very wrong in this corridor.
Oh.
It's almost
Yes.
like reality is shifting around it a little bit.
Is he reflecting in the mirrored armor?
No.
Oh, so it is vampires. Well, and I do a message because I know, well, he probably can hear it anyway because he's all magical and stuff. But I will message my friends one at a time and say, well, he's undead. He's not reflecting. From what I've read about vampires, that tracks, I think. Let me check. Yes, that tracks.
Have we ever encountered vampires before?
No.
In my time in Ravenloft, did I?
In your time in Ravenloft? Oh, for sure.
Right. Does
Yeah.
this ring any bells whatsoever to Freely? Because he was just sort of making his way through there trying to leave. So does anything?
This you don't know who the Soren is. You can tell that he is definitely some type of undead for sure. But he seems suffused with the Shadowfell itself. Like there is a darkness, especially Keen Day of Breath. You feel this kind of darkness push out from him.
I hate the Shadowfell. Everything from the Shadowfell is bad. Nothing is ever good.
You want me to turn it? You want me to radiance it? I got a lot that can deal with this.
I am not it.
That's
Well,
that's
you never specified your pronouns, so
Sorry,
we aren't supposed to know.
Yeah, excuse me, mister.
We should
sorry.
use they instead.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to defeat you, so if you can give us a second, please. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh
you
yes,
should
take
turn.
your time, by all means.
You should turn they.
and I'll look at Freely and I'll say, are they the only undead, or is the whole crew undead?
What did I? They're all right there. My
Not
divine sense.
the most of the crew is just regular sentient beings.
Okay, so he's the only fiend undead, or I suppose celestial, within 60 feet of me.
Right, that's
Okay.
correct.
Do we have an answer from is it Giff or Giff?
This is the gift.
Boo.
This is the eternal question.
It is.
No, it isn't.
No,
it
it's
isn't.
not.
It's not the eternal question.
It has been quite resolved. Sorry.
Pew, pew, pew.
He's
Someone's saying something.
Keen asked if there was any word from the GIF about the map.
The Giff captain. Giff captain. Giff.
Yes,
I will destroy this ship myself.
In charge.
we do have a map, but it's supposed to be a secret.
I don't think it's a secret.
Not anymore.
Now
Yeah,
that we
that's
know
become clear. Thank you. We appreciate that.
they are going to destroy your ship if you do not hand it over.
Is it really
Or
that
we
important?
can risk it and battle them here. But this thing is undead, and his crew is superior to your soldiers. What do you wish to do?
We will stay behind. You need to get the map out of here.
Oh gosh, an adventure. Let's go.
Well, our ship was broken. That's how we ended up here. Do you have like a boat within a boat that we can get away from that thing in?
We do.
A space jammer to Duckin.
I feel like
We do not
leaving-
know what this turducken that you speak of is.
I
Is
feel like
that a new planet that we have not explored?
yeah. It's
We found a door
Within
back
a
in
boat.
Sigil.
Within a boat.
yeah. It's an Eladrin outpost. Yeah.
It is extremely important that they not get the map.
then I really don't feel like we should leave and leave all of you to die. Not when we're here on a bigger ship with more people, and I'm very ready to radiance up this entire hallway.
We don't run.
Well, we kind of
Actually,
do
We
sometimes.
sometimes
Actually,
sometimes.
we must if that is
Do.
the mission.
But we're heroes. We don't
We
run all the
require
time.
two things. One, put the map in something that can be magically faltered. I will leave this to this Lorekeeper because she knows how to make things look like other things. Two, give us a way out of here and the map that needs to be saved and be subtle about it.
3, where is it a map 2? Please be the ice cream planet. Please be the ice cream planet.
One day.
It is to an
Smoothies.
ancient
Smoothies.
temple.
Ancient temple.
Yes.
Of
There is some kind of artifact inside the temple that must
But
not
that's-
be acquired.
That's basically every ancient temple. Could you be a bit more specific?
I mean, that's just Tuesday for us.
I mean, we don't really have time for this.
All right.
we're running.
Yeah. We can't.
We're
Okay.
we're
I'm sorry that our current predicament
I'm
is
gonna
not
go ahead
convenient for you.
And grab the map, and I'll put it into Liam's secret chest.
Okay.
I feel like
so-
convenience went out the window when we suddenly had to take your map and run away with it. So maybe you could just explain quicker what's going on. Why we need to keep it away from undead people.
Because they could potentially use it to destroy worlds.
This sounds
That's
like a
a good-
worthy cause.
Good reason.
I pretend to be in my winter, and I suppress the summer that I feel coming on, because we are about to screw over the dead. Master Sorin, we must get the map for you. Hold on shortly. They do not wish to be destroyed outright. You have overpowered this pathetic ship. We shall return shortly.
Yes. I in no way think that you are planning something else. By all means, continue.
Oh,
If I look-
no, please.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna do something else.
Excuse me, Mr. Soren, Mr. Soren person in your delightful skinniness. Just one quick question. You knew Keen. You said he would know us. Are you from a place that isn't now, like some other time, but you're here now?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Oh, okay. Cool. Just message me. Let me know when the map is ready.
He slowly starts walking forward to the end of the hallway. Who's left at the end of the hallway?
I mean,
yeah.
we're here. We're all here.
Yeah. We're waiting for the map.
He's very patiently, with his arms folded behind his back, walking slowly towards you. And he is now about 15 feet. And the closer he gets, the colder the room gets.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do not the Giff excel at explosives?
They do.
I would like to help the box that the map comes in, give them the bang that they so richly deserve.
Oh boy.
Okay. Do you talk to one of the GIF?
Yes. Quickly.
What do you need?
I need you to give me a map box and rig it with explosives that I can simply pull the pin, or it can be timed for 30 seconds after I give it away.
Garathan, go do as the Eladrin asks. Set us up with an explosive.
And I keep trying to suppress the fire that wants to spark from my hair. I am getting ready for a great explosion.
Oh no.
Somebody set us up the bomb.
I'm not suppressing
Make
any
your
fire.
time.
As this undead is walking closer, I'm just staring at it, and anyone who's nearby can hear me rumbling under my breath, getting ready to breathe if I need to. But I'm trying to be patient, even though there's this horrible undead creature in front of me that is an abomination to everything that I stand for, and I'm just.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any like external signs of smite, but I feel like a small glow would be coming over freely too. Of like.
Penelope is beginning to pick out little fleas and bugs from her hair that have made the trip to space, and she's just getting ready to throw them.
I'm starting to feel
Alyndra-
like none of you are actually planning on giving me the map.
We also have a feeling that you don't plan on leaving nicely.
You're probably correct. And he reaches his arm out directly in front of all of you. Penelope Halfpint, make a strength check.
Is he casting a spell?
It is not a spell.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not very strong. Oh god, it's an 8.
You get pulled 15 feet directly in front of him, and you take...
As soon as that happens, my thing is going off.
You take 11 points of damage.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, I'm turning. I'm gonna turn him.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No.
Damn it.
You most definitely do not. In his other hand, he takes out a sword that was behind his back, and it ignites with this weird, almost like cyan colored blue flame. And
If he's attacking,
stabs.
no,
Oh yeah, he stabs
warding flare.
Penelope Halfpint.
Warding flare. He's got disadvantage on this attack.
Okay.
Because he's within 30 feet of me.
I'm reacting with something also. Sorry.
What's your armor class, Penelope?
Hang on, I'm gonna hit her. I'm gonna hit her with shield of faith. I just need to make sure I can do it as my reaction. I cannot. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It is not. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Sorry.
What is your AC?
It's a super awesome strong 14.
Is he making an attack? Because I don't think he's making a very good one, because I have foreseen this moment.
Okay.
He gets a 1.
Oh, you rolled a 1 on your portent.
I have a 12 and I have a 1 as my portents for today.
Okay.
So we will say goodbye to the 1, but it seems like the time to burn it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He is action surging.
Oh. Oh no.
Then he gets, I foresaw this moment as well, and he gets a 12.
But maybe make him fail a save instead. Okay,
Yeah.
right, sorry. Never mind.
After
I
all
would,
of that
but
disadvantage
I would
and
rather
everything, he still
her
gets
alive.
2 attacks on Penelope half pint.
Bring it.
The first one is a
And
12, so
you
he'll get
take
1 attack.
a total of 17 points of damage.
Oy.
Ha! That tickled. But it also kind of hurt. So, okay.
And he's raising his sword immediately for another attack. He's getting ready.
Yeah, Radiance of the Dawn right in his face. I'm channeling divinity and it goes off.
Keen, you being a master swordsman, his attacks are very elegant, deliberate, and to the point. The way he moves almost is entirely unnatural. Like he is a minimalist about everything he's doing. He's just like slash.
Do I recognize this school of fighting?
It's not unlike Eladrin fighting. It's something similar, but definitely something not as beautiful.
Well, how could it be? But is it human, or was it ever?
It was something that was once human.
Well, and
again,
now it's
this doesn't look exactly like Avon by any means. It could be a relative, but their features are exaggerated and
brother.
dark and strange.
Are these skills coming from great dexterity, great strength, or extraordinary long hours of practice?
Looks like all 3.
Well, shit.
well, now he has a face full of radiant light as
Okay.
Radiance of the Dawn goes off. So
All right, everyone. Okay, you tell me about Radiance of the Dawn.
So it's one of my channel divinities. I pull out the book, and each hostile creature within 30 feet must make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15. They're going to take radiant damage whether they succeed or failed.
All right, everyone roll initiative. Let's get that initiative going. That'll be your action.
$16.
16.
19.
Copycat. 19 for Freely. Who's next? Orkira?
Okay, so any of the enemies, including the undead.
Oh, no, I need to know your initiative, though.
Oh, that's 9.
Okay, you may be going last with that action. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Keen?
19.
19?
Oh.
Oh, everybody's
Okay.
doing the thing. All right, who
We've
has
been
higher
training. That's why we know how to go with this.
who has higher dexterity, Freely or Keen? What's your dexterity?
Almost certainly. I'll let him go. I don't mind.
14 is mine. 14.
Mine is 17, actually. Ah!
Wow.
Ooh.
All right, Freely, go ahead. What's your action?
I'm actually going to drop fairy fire behind him to
Okay.
light him up and his bad guy. So everybody gets initiative advantage. Well, they have to save. And then if they don't save, everybody's going to get advantage on attacks. So he
Okay.
has to beat he and any of his people within 10 feet of him. I'm dropping it behind him so I don't hit Penelope. It's Dex 14.
What was it again?
They need to beat a Dex of 14 or they'll light up with fairy fire and we get advantage against them.
Yeah, several of them do in fact light up quite easily. So they almost all of the soldiers behind him light up. He does not.
All right, we're doing it the hard way. Okay.
All right. King Deapreth, what is your action?
I tell the captain, alert me when the map is ready. I wish to give it to this interloper. And I reach out. They are in a corridor trying to enter this ship, yes?
Yes. They are currently in this ship. They have crossed the threshold. They are inside the ship.
But most ships tend to be long hallways instead of large rooms.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whatever hallway that they are currently in, I wish to keep them in. I will stand near the front of it, hopefully letting Penelope escape behind me. At the end of this is where the cloud of daggers materializes. They will have to pass through it or stay in it if they are to pass this place.
Can you repeat that for me one more time? Sorry.
I wish to put the cloud of daggers directly in front of me so that they must pass through it or stay in it if they wish to enter this place.
What does your cloud of daggers look like?
For me, it is the way of the Eladrin. They come out today as little sparks that are in the shape of small, sharp daggers. Little sparrows, perhaps, of fire.
Okay. You lay that down.
It dances all over the room.
It's very...
Oh, they're adorable.
The prettiest cloud of daggers I've ever heard described. Coming up next. So do you cast that behind him, not in front of him? Because right now, Penelope Halfling is right next to him.
I would put it on him and behind him.
Okay,
Yes.
you can just barely make him part of it. Okay, and keep her safe.
It will cause 4d4 slashing.
Okay, if he ends his turn in there.
Yes.
All right. Very cool. Alyndra, go ahead.
I'm going to try and get the map so I can put it into the secret chest.
Okay. So you're not in the hallway at all?
I think I would probably...
Stay back.
I think they have it, so this is important. So I would go, yeah.
All right. Just make sure you keep it safe and away from whatever that is.
I will.
Thank you. We don't have much time.
I take it, I put it into the... I take out the secret chest, I open it, which summons the full-size chest into being. I put it inside of that and I close it. It is now in the ethereal plane. It stays there until I call it back.
Okay, perfect.
Wow.
It should be kept safe.
All right, Penelope Halfling, what is your action?
Well, Penelope just says, "So you like picking on little things? Well, pick on this." And she's throwing those fleas and casting infestation on him. Just erupts with fleas and mites just covering him.
Tell me about infestation.
Okay, so all the fleas just cover him, and he has to make a con save, DC 14, or be poison damage and moved in a random direction 5 feet, which will be interesting.
Okay. What's the DC on that con save?
14. Come on. Fear my fleas.
They're terrible, believe me, I know.
The
So
fleas
itchy.
erupt and cover all over him, and he seems unaffected. Like his face doesn't change. He's aware of them, but it does take effect on him.
Oh, it does.
We're gonna get vampiro fleas. They're gonna drink his blood.
Okay.
But he just stares deadly at you
Okay, well,
while it's happening.
he's gonna take a whole 6 point of damage, and then he's gonna move in a direction that's supposed to be south, but we're in space, so I don't know what that means.
Into the cloud of daggers. Into the cloud of daggers.
Yeah.
Into the cloud of daggers.
You are able to push him further down the hallway.
Does this cause an attack of opportunity?
No, you only get an attack of opportunity if they willfully leave.
Yeah, it doesn't provoke opportunity.
Yeah. I mean,
Very good.
Part of me wants to revise that rule, but yeah.
I deeply hate attack of opportunity. Don't get me started. That is my least favorite rule in all of Dungeons and Dragons. I hate attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna allow it.
Do I get a hit on it?
You go ahead and take your attack of opportunity. And what's the damage
Really
on
hates
Cloud
attack of
Daggers?
opportunities, but he'll take them.
4d4. I will give you the attack, and then I'll give you the daggers if that is okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll the dagger damage.
Does Freely get one too? I was right there.
Yes, you do.
Hey. To be clear, I also get to smite off
Did
of attacks.
Freely just become the Fonz?
Hey!
Yeah.
Really, why didn't you just like elbow our ship? You would have fixed it. It would have
This
been
is
great.
a boom boom. I didn't think of that. Briv wouldn't let me. That's why. I gotta. Oh well, I'll let King go first.
11 points of damage from the daggers themselves.
All right. Yeah, it slices him, and you see that he is bleeding, but again, he registers no pain at all, and he just continues to stare forward, unblinking.
That is unnerving. My attack of opportunity is 26.
That definitely hits.
This is a sentinel attack. He cannot move. His movement is reduced to 0.
Okay.
You said he is undead, correct?
Yes, he technically is undead.
Right. Well, yeah, because I'm about to smite the hell out of him, so I just want to clarify what I'm about to do.
You're the one that pinged him as undead, so here we go.
Just clarifying.
Yeah.
He might be like a space vampire that isn't that.
I mean, he technically is a space vampire right now.
That's a different adventure that we're gonna make.
No.
Next week.
Next week on.
This week we get space pirates. Next week, space vampires.
Yes.
12 points of physical damage.
All right.
15 points of green flame.
Okay.
And that green flame jumps to another. If there is another.
There is another. It jumps to one of his soldiers.
9 points of damage to him.
Okay.
For me, I get 4 with my short sword, but I say, "Get your hands off my friend!" and smite him for 38.
Whoa.
He holds up a hand, just as zero. What you have your short sword?
Yeah.
And you smite him, and you slice right through his right hand. It almost seems like he willfully puts his right hand between him and the sword, and he shoves his hand through the short sword, and that's when the smite takes effect. And you see his entire arm sort of blacken from the smite, and he still registers 0 pain as he just looks at you with his red glowing eyes, and your face is completely aglow from that redness.
I make an ancestral halfling gesture of defiance.
Yay!
I'm sorry, my mind's melting. I'm trying to imagine it.
Normally, you would have gotten a sternly worded lecture from Alyndra on your usage of that gesture.
This is a PG game.
Yep.
Not like the game from last night.
It's such a nasty gesture that it's even pixelated in real life. Like, we can't even see it.
There's a cantrip
I
for
didn't know how
that.
this machine worked.
Briv
There's a
would be
cantrip
so
called
proud.
censor.
I cast censor bar. Yes.
I think you can use a reaction to cover whatever profanity that you did. All right, those are your opportunity attacks. I've gone a little bit in the weeds here. Alyndra, you already went. Right. Penelope went. Alyndra, did you go?
I ran to get
That's right. That's right.
put the
Okay.
chest away. But
All right.
before can I retro one thing, which is before I put it in, I took a look at the map to see where it was leading us.
Yes, it's some kind of star chart to another world.
As best I can, I just commit that to memory and then put it away
Okay. All right. You do so.
into the chest. and
You
into
sit
the-
there and stare at it and try to really hone in. You're going to need an intelligence check later to see if you can actually remember, get it by memory. Orkira, is now officially your turn.
Hey, hi. There's an undead in front of me. So it took longer to get this Radiance of the Dawn off than I wanted to because, everybody's faster than me. In that time, before I continued to Radiance of the Dawn, I was so ready, and then everyone just went. So she hates undead. The Phoenix hates undead. Clerics hate undead. I know a lot about undead. Can I recognize what kind of undead this thing is besides space vampire? Like, what's going on with this dude?
Make an Arcana or Religion check. Oh, sad Orkira.
Wait, is Briv within 5? Oh no, he's not.
No.
He's a worth of shit.
That'd be a 4.
I don't think that bonus applies to knowledge, by the way, from paladins.
Probably not, but it makes me feel better. No.
Use guidance on yourself.
You meant like the intelligence paladin that makes everyone a little bit smarter.
That'd be
That's
nice.
so cool. You inspire others to knowledge. That would be
Yeah.
so awesome.
That
You
would
could be
be-
a paladin of Ogma.
That'd be super cool. But no, I don't.
But no.
All
Not
right.
today. What'd you
So
roll?
I rolled a 4 because I have a -1.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm so blinded by my hatred of this undead that I don't even know what it is. And so I finally activate Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
Do you want me to? So what it is it's a Constitution saving throw within 30 feet of me. It's hostile creatures, so it doesn't get any of my friends. I rolled earlier, and so if they fail their save, they're going to take 20 radiant damage. If they succeed, they take half. And if there happens to be magical darkness, it all goes away. Yay, but mostly it's just radiant damage.
It rolled a 3.
Then it fails.
Yay.
All right. How much radiant damage is?
20 radiant damage.
Takes 20 radiant damage, and you see parts of his face burn away. You can see a little bit of the cheekbone and some of the chin and the armor itself begins smoking, and he still registers absolutely no pain, and he seems bemused.
Do I get any of his cohorts behind him?
Oh, absolutely. They're screaming in pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my action.
Okay.
As my bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
You may do
and-
so, and you may make an attack with spiritual weapon.
I can because clerics. All
Because
right.
rules.
Because rules. Because sometimes I get to do more than heal. All right.
It's not healing, it's death management.
There we go. It's a 21 versus
You know,
his AC.
there's a reason why they don't call it that when you're going to doctor school.
Going to
It's
doctor
undeath
school for death management.
It is technically undeath management, but that's okay. It's a 21 versus AC.
You got 21. 21 hits.
Okay. This is gonna be force damage. So it's 11 force damage, and my little radiant, it's a radiant phoenix, but it does force damage, and it's gonna stay right there by his face.
Okay. All right. You do so. You do the damage. Still seems unblinking, unwavering now. And now it's his turn.
Just as a reminder, he moved south by another 5 feet, and I have reach. He is currently at 0 movement with a reach of 10 feet to the closest person to him within a cloud of daggers.
Would you like to write that down for all of us? Because that was a lot.
He cannot reach with his weapon, so prepare for magical impact.
Nice.
Penelope Halfpint.
Oh, no, what?
I
If
need
he
you
had-
to make a strength save.
No, stop.
He reaches out with his hand again in the middle of the
No.
cloud of daggers.
No, he's picking on me. Oh, stop it, Penelope. that's a 5. I am not strong.
You see Penelope Halfpint again just get lifted. She rises up in the air and her hair almost kind of floats at the same time. And she gets pulled directly into the cloud of daggers. King Deathbreath, I need you to roll damage for the for the cloud of daggers.
Freely just yells, "Turn into a bear or something!"
Space bear.
Space bear!
Oh man. I wish I had like real friends that said that in the little fights just to throw people off.
I mean, you do. We just did.
14 points of damage. 7 and 7.
Penelope, you take 14 points of slashing damage as you are blended with the cloud of daggers.
As Briv would say, didn't feel a thing.
It's like he's here in the hallway with us. I couldn't tell.
Does he still have disadvantage?
Oh, for my warding flare?
Yeah.
Well, so that only is
That's
it's a
only
reaction
as a
to one-
reaction. How about
yeah, but if
fairy
he's
fire?
gonna
Oh,
attack
fairy fire
again-
didn't affect him though.
Yeah, he saved against my fairy fire.
yes, but if
Okay.
he is attacking, I will do it again, and he will have
He is
disadvantage again.
attacking.
Yes. Yep. Warding flare. This my spiritual weapon flares in his face, and he has disadvantage.
Okay. That one hits. I gotta stop using these giant level up dice. Oh, natural 20.
No!
That's our
No,
first natural 20 of the
yes!
stream, everyone.
No! Guys,
Even
I'm
with
like,
the
yay for,
disadvantage.
Don't
yay
say
for the
thank you.
crowd.
it's gonna be
but
the 20 that kills me.
boo.
That means someone in chat right now is going to get possibly win a legendary bundle. Super exciting stuff.
We will not have died in
Yay.
vain. Yeah.
And I am having to do this thing.
No, you don't need to do the math. It's
Your
cool.
math thing. No need to math. No.
No,
Yeah,
who needs math? No.
Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah, both attacks hit, unfortunately.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, of course
Mhm.
they do.
I wish I was a big enough bard to give him penalties.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I would
You
like
take
to
10 points of piercing damage, Penelope Half-Pint,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you take 7 points of fire damage.
Wait, are you still going?
Yes, I am still going. The next hit that actually was a crit.
Oh,
You take another 17 points of piercing damage.
Oh, are you still going?
Yes. Oh my god.
Are you still up?
No.
And 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And what are you at right now for hit points?
Way negative. Penelope's out.
You see Soren just take his blue flame blade and ram the sword directly through Penelope Half-Pint's chest
No!
and cast her aside. Now, about that map, how many more friends would you like to lose?
You are correct. Captain, where is that map?
I haven't lost her yet.
One of the Giff runs around the corner. I'm here. Here's the here's the
Map,
map.
thank you. I take it.
All right, you grab it. All right,
Yes.
it is Keen. It is your action. What do you do? Penelope Half-Pint is
take him.
lying dead on the ground. Well, bleeding on the ground, not dead.
I take him the
Hmm.
map, and what is it? Can I see or feel the pin?
Yeah, you can feel that there's like a little wind up kind of pin on it, like so you can like a key that you can actually turn, and then it will slowly time down.
I put my hand on the bottom of it, and I turn it around in my hand, winding it, but not obviously. I hope this is worth a life. And I walk towards him, and I look at my friend on the ground.
Do you drop cloud daggers?
I have to. I have
Yeah.
no choice.
Otherwise, she will lose her death saves pretty much.
I have no choice. Take your map.
He as you walk forward, he's like, "No need to walk forward. I can grab it from here."
Hmm.
and he just reaches out with his hand, and it floats up in the air.
I grab my friend.
Are we still in initiative?
Well, and if people want to still attack,
I mean, I'm gonna lay on hands on her, so I'll give her 10 hit points back.
I pull her back as quickly as I can.
his red glowing eyes just slowly observe you, and he hasn't even adjusted his body posture. The chest, the small chest box that you gave him slowly floats over to him, and he's directly next to you.
Very good. I leave with my friend to Freely, directly to Freely.
Yeah, does she wake up when I lay on hands? I did 10 points.
Well,
is what
as you go over to the body of Penelope Half-Pint, it'll be fun seeing you next time, Keen Day of Breath. And he reaches underneath the box and just twists it, and he turns into mist.
I'm
Leaving the
box
bomb?
drops to the ground.
I'm going to cover Penelope's body with my body as I cast Cure Wounds on her.
I'll allow you to do that. Go ahead and cast Cure Wounds.
Yep, I'm doing it at 4th level, and I'm just going to cover her.
You're going to give her essentially partial cover. What is everyone else doing? The bomb is about to go off.
Whoever's closest to the edge of the hallway, I try and push them around the corner. I mean, I'm small, but
Small but mighty.
Right.
All right, Penelope, you get 30 hit points back, and I just give that to her as I just wings out. And if Freely's there too, doing his lay on hands, I'll try to get the both of them. I don't know exactly what the bomb is going to do. I think I know there's a bomb, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I
Any reactions that anyone can do?
Well, I sprint around the corner coming back, and so I arrive. Why is everyone running that way?
Bring me back.
You
Does
bring
anyone
me
tell
back
me
quickly.
what's going on?
You
I
see
grab the box
Orkira.
and I misty step.
Oh, you do what?
Grab the box and I misty step to the entrance of their ship.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Literally, if I can, I will throw it around the corner of their ship. Around the corner. If I cannot,
It is going to go off instantaneously, so you need to make the choice if you're going to go with this bomb.
if I must, these must live. And I do.
How far can you go for a Misty Step?
I believe it's 30 feet. But
I will say, Keen, you do know I don't have any more diamonds for Revivify. You know that. I've
then it
been
is
very
more
clear
important
about
than
that.
I do this.
That's okay.
No.
Just want to make sure you know.
Alyndra, you run around the corner. You
30
see
feet.
everyone running. You see the dead body of Penelope Half-Pint, or she's unconscious. You don't know what she's not bleeding because she's clearly been stabbed by some kind of flame sword because it's cauterized the wound. You see
Okay.
Orkira jump on top of her and try desperately to heal her and bring her back to life.
Do I
Penelope,
see?
you're back alive with hit points. You're now conscious at this exact moment. And then Keen grabs the box and just turns into mist.
Before he can Misty Step, as soon as I see him go for the box,
You
can I?
weren't there when all this was
I can't
happening,
mage hand
so-
it. Okay.
No, it's too late for that.
But I do bardic inspiration. I'm like, get him, Kane!
So 30 feet with Misty Step?
Yes, I will misty step with it like this. And I will misty step directly into the furthest soldier that I can see on the other side, so that when I reappear, I am hugging him with the box on the other side of his body. Merry Christmas, brother.
You appear inside the ship. And the bomb goes off.
Oh. Keen.
It is a bomb.
Okay, if I couldn't do that, then can I have a healing word ready to go for Keen, hoping that I can stabilize him?
You take 55 points of fire damage. You just see, and the entire ship rocks, and you can can see the other hallway of the other ship start to twist and dislodge from the ship at the same time.
Ugh.
The hull is like severely damaged. What are you at right now, Keen?
I am at
All the soldiers are dead.
5.
And the fire just travels down the hallways of the other ship, and including this ship, but it doesn't quite reach the heroes.
I limp, if I can, back towards our ship. Ugh.
Keen,
Healing word.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cast healing word.
And I'll get up from covering Penelope and Freely and say, get back to the ship, get back to the ship. And I'll also come over to do some healing.
All right.
Was the other ship actually destroyed?
TJ, take 5.
No, but they're shutting the door right now.
There's still a door?
I tell the Giff to hold on. If like the other enemies are dead, if we search their ship, it might give us some clue of something.
Oh, the ship isn't dead. No.
Right. What? No, like currently there's no active hostiles, right?
No active hostiles at the moment. Yeah.
I would like to go on their ship and look around.
Oh, okay.
The enemy ship.
There
yeah.
are still more active hostiles on that ship. So.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well, then no, shut them out then. Yeah. Or
Okay.
whatever. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
I run over and I'll do a 3rd level cure wounds. And so, Keen, you get 18 points back.
Thank
And-
you again.
And
I
then
do the
try to-
same. You get 12.
and try to like usher him away from destroyed ship. Do we know enough about vampires to know what happens when they turn into mist, or no?
There are spells like mist, and that it's a good guess that he might be somewhere on the ship still.
He's still around. Asshole's still around.
Keen, that was so brave. I can't believe you did that.
It is my friends that must live. Now then,
Another
I too
feeling.
live thanks to you, but we have an enemy aboard, I think.
Yes.
Although, when we tell Briv what happened, we're gonna say that you just like throw the bomb and like hit him in the face and you were fine.
Yeah, he'd like that better.
You hear
Okay.
screams down the hallway.
Divine sense again. I can I'll search for him.
Oh, you sense him. He is essentially in the crew area.
I
Right
tell him that and I run. I'm like, he's in the crew quarters, and then take off.
Is there is a way into the other ship, and there's still hostiles in the other ship?
Yes, there are still hostiles in the other ship.
Okay, before we take off, because we don't need more people, so Freely's gonna be like, that way. I'm going to drop a Guardian of Faith right in that doorway.
Okay, oh my god, it really shuts. Man, ship combat's rough. It's worse than being in a dungeon. You can just shut things down. Yeah.
Well, hey, yeah. So I'm shutting it down because that's what I do. So my spectral guardian, which is just a shield and a big sword, it sticks around for 8 hours, and it's anything within 30 feet. So I don't know how wide this hallway is, but now anything that tries to come from the other ship is gonna have to deal with a lot of radiant damage. So
Okay, and what does your guardian look like?
Well, it says that it is a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of my deity. So basically, it kind of looks like a flame sword and a shield that has the phoenix symbol on it from my book. And everything is kind of on fire, but not really because it's radiant damage. And so they just float around in that 30-foot area, looking really menacing. Like it's a massive sword. Like it's one of Briv's giant swords. I might have sword envy. So yeah, it stays right there.
I feel like everything is on fire, but not really is an excellent description of this entire campaign, honestly. Todd, question. Yes. If I grab one of the dead mirrored soldiers' weapons, can I use my Hex Blade, Hex Warrior to attune to it?
How long does that take? Read your character description.
I need to be proficient with it. So, I mean, is it so far different that I have no concept of what...
Well, Freely's been around. He's seen things. He's been on ships before, so I'll say that you're proficient with it.
Yeah, otherwise it's just an action, actually. I just have
you can take an action. You now have an antimatter rifle.
Wow.
I
As
feel
a
like
hex weapon.
Really?
okay.
I look at Penelope and I
we
say,
just broke TJ, or he's frozen.
I've got to show this to Briv. And I look at Penelope and I'm like, hey, Penelope, could you like turn into like a bear or a gorilla or something a little more like, for this, when we do this again?
No. I'm already mighty, okay?
Right. And then I head to where I know dude is. Like,
You tell him, Penelope. Just don't also die again because I don't. Yeah, let's go.
Is everyone running to the crew area of the ship right now, of the spelljammer?
Yeah.
I will set aside some of this shiny armor for later.
Okay. You run over and you find everyone in this room is dead. You find 5 dead Giff. Several of them have been sliced with some kind of fire sword. One appears to literally been thrown against a wall, and all of their bones have been broken.
Are they dead, or are they making death saving throws dead?
They are dead.
Crap.
I look at Alyndra and I'm like, Alyndra, I can't run. I don't know how. There's an evil thing loose on the ship. I have to destroy it. So, I mean, if we got to get off the ship, I mean, you tell me, but I gotta stop that guy.
What we need to do, we need to say prayers over these people. They cared for us. And I start saying the proper prayers so that they don't come on back.
Right.
I keep chasing my divine sense. I'm like, I can't run.
All right, Freely keeps running.
I will continue to follow him because my keep them from not coming back involves more fire. So
Fire's good.
Those are fire is your words.
Fire, lots of fire, and I've been told fire on ships are bad. So,
all right. Anyone else? Is everyone following Freely then?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone's following Freely. You go down another hallway and you find more dead Giff. Just about 6 or 7. Just
are any of them?
Thorin just cut through this hallway, killing everything.
Did they put up a fight?
Yeah, there's several shots fired and everything on the walls.
Are any of them making death saving throws?
Two are.
Spare the dying,
So
spare the dying.
Okay, you can spare the dying on 2.
Yep.
All right,
It's an action, it's a touch, it's instantaneous. I just do it and they're stabilized.
All right.
Like the whole time we're running, I'm like, you guys, I'm sorry. I know I just like do stuff like this, but I mean, like, he's a monster and he's undead. And like, I was put here to stop undead monsters. And I just can't let this guy have this ship. I don't know what he wants with this map. Like, I don't know. And I'm like very much like cleared corners. Like,
Really, we're with you. We just,
right.
I 100% agree. I just wish you wouldn't go so fast. Give me 12 seconds. Spare the dying, spare the dying. All right, let's go.
Turn around and I point.
You sense he's directly around the corner right now, Freely?
Literally, I just come around the corner and pull the trigger. I don't even know what the gun's gonna do. I don't know if anyone else. But I'm like, right.
All right. Be sure to add that to your equipment, please. Look up antimatter.
I won't forget. Yeah.
But do it right now.
Okay.
So you know your damage.
Put that right next to the Mr. Me6 box and your raptor in your inventory.
Just,
I would just like to say,
small things that are
Averin-
easy to cart around.
Averin is not the only
Not
one with a treasure vault,
dangerous.
okay? Antimatter rifle, yes, okay, I'm ready.
All right, and click on it so it's your new hex weapon as well, so your bonuses are automatically applied.
Oh, you're saying do it in D&D Beyond right now. Okay. Oh, it's in D&D Beyond? There's a thing that exists?
Of course.
It
Oh,
is.
okay.
Of course.
I'm not making
Antimatter
this stuff
rifle.
up. This is all real.
I mean, it's almost like D&D Beyond is your one-stop shop for all your D&D gaming needs.
One's getting a bonus.
I believe it is I who got the bonus, sir. Yeah.
Your bonuses are now applied.
All right. I will do so, but I do. Yeah. I let them know that I'm like, he's right here. Kaboom!
You fire, and yeah, you move like 2 inches from the explosion, and he's not there.
Oh.
And
What is there?
I need to pose strength check freely.
Why don't you turn into a bear now, huh?
Is it the only class you didn't take levels in?
First of all, how dare you? That's the first thing. That's the first thing. Second of all, I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite by the gods in advance.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
18, 19, 21, 22.
Ah!
He is on the ceiling, and he just grabs and picks you up into the air.
Hellish rebuke.
You may do so. Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I hellish rebuke. Like, yeah. No, I'm
Go
gonna burn him
ahead
a lot.
and cast it.
No, he does what he does. I just burn him also. So.
Okay.
Let me. You guys, I'm like, whoosh. It's like basically what takes place here.
You're just a bundle of energy.
Basically.
He does get a save against my hellish rebuke, by the way. Dex 14.
He saves. Does he take half damage?
Yes. So he's going to take 12 total.
Okay.
And
He
then
takes-
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He takes 12 points of damage. You see that he is completely healed. And you take 16 points of psychic damage as his glowing red eyes pierce into your mind. He's holding you upside down.
Do I get any save against that?
No.
All right.
No, yep. Go ahead, save. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
What sort of save?
I need you to make a DC 18.
DC 18. What kind of save?
Wisdom.
That's
actually it is wisdom. Yep.
I do not make it. So
Okay.
I will, however, since this is a bonus action. Oh no, I can't use a bonus action yet. Sorry. Okay.
All right.
He
What's
got me.
everyone else doing? You see, the rest of everyone comes around the corner, and you see Freely holding an antimatter rifle. He's just shot it off, but he got picked up directly off of his feet. And you see Soren upside down holding him.
How tall are the ceilings? Like, is he
12 feet.
on? He's on. Okay.
I mean, I will guiding bolt him if I come around if I come around the corner and see that, I'll just be like, poof.
All right, let's keep initiative. Keen, it's your action. Go ahead.
I will use my ability to move quickly and nimbly to step off the wall to get a little extra height and strike.
Okay.
I set my glaive into motion, striking.
Also, I would just like to say I did add the antimatter rifle, and I'm absolutely in love. It is going to get a name. We're going to be friends. Yes.
The lowest armor class that I hit is 13.
The armor class is 16.
The other two hits, I missed.
Hey, remember, you have that bardic inspiration. I don't know if you want to use it. Sorry, but I did give it to you before.
Thank you. I will use that then, if I may. Striking 3 times.
Okay.
Sorry, not trying to be mad. I just didn't know if you remembered.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, yes.
Hey, Dave, you're gonna name her Vera
The following
with a
damage
cunning
is,
hat.
The following damage is physical.
Okay.
15, 9, 8. All physical. So, oh no, I'm sorry. The last 8 is the wrong dice. So sorry.
15, 9, 8.
And nope, I was correct. It is 8.
Okay, give me the total number, please.
So 20. Should be 22. Or 32, I think. Am I mathing right? 15 minus 14 plus 8, so 22.
Okay, is that your action, Keen?
Not yet.
You're not done?
No, wait. I can't math. Sorry.
And 15 points of 15 plus 22 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So it was 32, not 22. Sorry.
Plus 32.
Post-surgery brain.
Keen, you do a lot of damage.
Got like 69 points.
As you're slashing, blood
Nice.
is hitting the floor at the same time as you're slashing into his armor and piercing it here and there. And again, he just registers 0 pain. Freely, you're next.
I want to use my Hexblade curse on him.
Okay, as a bonus action.
Yeah. So you just see Freely's eyes turn black. Like, you will not leave this place ever again. And
Go ahead and roll.
that is a 22 to hit him.
That hits. Roll me some damage.
This beautiful, beautiful instrument does a significant amount of damage, actually. Highly recommended to anyone who can get one. I'll roll it up and I'll tell you.
Okay.
I don't know if we can say we technically have it until we are away from this dude. But we'll do our best.
I am not leaving this ship without it, so one way or another.
Alyndra, what is your action?
I'm putting the people to rest, so I'm saying the word so that they could not rise again.
Is that a thing?
The bodies. Yeah, sanctuary.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a process, but I
How long
would have
does it
started
take?
it. I believe it's a while. Let me double check. I think it's an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, there is combat going on, so do you
I
want
know,
to
but
do
I'm
that?
worried that they're going to try and come
Well,
back.
it's-
So I figured if I started on it now.
Okay.
Do we
Oh
generally?
no, it's only a one
vampires to
bonus
rise?
action. No, wait, that's sanctuary. Sorry, not sanctuary. That's not what I'm thinking of. Ceremony is what I'm thinking of. Which is a ritual, and it's an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
36
So-
points, by the way.
All right.
I
If that's your action,
The sense was that they're not going to come on back, then I won't do it right now. But
you cannot tell right now if they are there or not. But they don't seem
Okay.
like they've been bitten or any kind of whatever
okay,
this
then I'm
thing
going to
is.
go help, I guess. Then I'm going to mind spike the thing.
Okay. Freely, tell me. What color is the explosion that bursts into this thing above you? It takes 35 points of
36.
takes 36 points of force damage, I believe.
Because it is my Hexblade weapon, it scintillates with the same colors that my hair does.
Okay.
So when it shoots, it's like a green and red, like prismatic spectrum. That just
All
yeah.
It just blows a hole right through him.
Mhm.
Slowly, you see that hole is slowly closing, though.
Okay, next time I'll aim for the head.
All right, and Mind Spike, what kind of save am I looking at,
You
Alyndra?
are looking at a wisdom 15.
That is another natural 20. I am
Oh,
not
no!
kidding. Yeah.
That boo. This
Yay for
is
the
anti-good.
DM. So
This
that
is
some lucky person in chat is going to be entered into a chance to win a legendary bundle. That's all of the D&D books.
No, we're happy for you. We're just very unhappy for us.
I mean, yes, yay!
Yay! Boo.
So what does Mind Spike do when
Uh,
that happens?
so it's gonna do half of 3d8
Okay.
psychic. So, it's going to take 3 damage.
Takes 3 points.
And
of
it
psychic
doesn't
damage.
get, I don't get I can't see it, or I can always know where it is.
All right, Penelope Half-Pint, what are you doing?
Look at him and I just say, burn. And I cast Flaming Sphere right in front of him, and then I'm going to push it at him.
Nice.
All right, roll me some damage.
Oh, okay, you got to make a dex save, so you maybe
Oh,
would
okay.
fail. But I will also do damage, because if you fail, you still get it. 2. On a third lot, extra d6. Okay, 3d6.
Everyone, I will be right back. Everyone take your action and roll up your damage for me if you can.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
who has not already taken an action.
What's
all right?
happening?
Yep.
I think
I'll be
Okay.
back in 1 minute.
This
think
is weird.
Second
yep.
Inquisition are attacking. Run, 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 run.
Okay,
They're
attack
inside
him,
the house.
guys. Oh, we got 3
Everybody get him.
5s. 15 points of
I
damage.
pick pockets.
I feel like I should like
What?
I should be worried that he's like going to come around the corner or
We need-
something. It's like,
It's true. He's coming from inside the house.
We're left unsupervised, everybody.
It's true.
I
set,
mean,
set the warp core to self-destruct.
We can look
Everybody
at
should go
Todd's pretty
donate to
stuff.
World Builders while we have chance.
yes,
Yay!
Take this
absolutely.
moment, go donate to World Builders if you can.
Right.
Even a couple of bucks makes a huge difference. It's like $1, $2 makes a big difference. With
Mhm.
Heifer lists how much it costs to get each animal, and it's amazing stuff. The reason they have people buy they buy people animals is because in a lot of these countries there are warlords who will come in and take money if people are given money. But if you give them animals, they can feed themselves, they can build up a trade. It's an amazing organization.
That is so
So,
cool.
yeah, it's
And-
really fantastic.
And if you donate before the 17th, you get entered into a whole bunch of the raffles in order to win a lot of amazing stuff, including those cards that if you win one of the cards, they come from like the C Team and Chris Perkins and Pat Rothfuss, and they let you, they're like one-time use cards. Talk to your DM before you use them. I have,
Mhm.
I actually have one over there from last year that I can summon
Use
the
it,
Stinger
use
Clang.
it.
And
Oh,
I've
nice.
thought about walking right over there and grabbing it and being like, I would like to summon Rosie Beestinger.
Yeah,
I
we should
mean,
find out if
I
Todd
feel
will let
like
us
now
use
you
those.
almost have to. Like you brought it up now. Now you've made it weird. Yeah.
Now
so,
I'm
like,
gonna walk away too.
Right, exactly. While she's gone, I'm workshopping gun
Fortunately, it's
names.
right here.
What about
Oh my god, yes, please
what
do
about
that one.
What about Penelope? Is the name?
Penelope!
Oh my gosh.
So if you
Spoken.
go to World Builders, that they're going to be putting the link in the chat. If you just go to World Builders and look up the D&D, you'll find it. You can the cards this year look a little bit different, and there's some other ones, but this is one of the cards that I got from a very good friend last year. So good for one use, and you see the reverse side, and you can see friend of the family. You may call upon the Beestinger clan
Oh.
from Rosie Beestinger. So yes,
good.
at some point I'm gonna cash this in, and Rosie will show up. I
That's
don't know.
awesome.
I'm gonna have to. I don't know. It'll be amazing. But yes, if we ever need
True.
a monk, if we ever need a grandmotherly awesome monk, I'm gonna summon her.
We
But
always need that. Who doesn't need that?
yes, that's true.
Truth.
But if we'd like
Yeah.
a grandmotherly monk to come in and solve all of our problems once,
or cause a different sort of problems instead. Yes.
yes, but I'd rather have whatever problems a Rosie is going to, because Rosie is just going to nag us that we don't eat enough and that we don't call her enough. And
Oh.
yeah, those
Uh,
are all good problems to have.
In a different life, I had a monk that trained with the legendary Rosie Beestinger, and a lot of it involved seducing constructs. So, and that was my.
That sounds like when
experience.
I played John Constantine and he had a long relationship with this house that they were going to visit.
Okay, can we make bets on what Todd's doing? Let's
Something important, but
I have a-
do roll though, so we'll be ready when he comes back to move
Yeah,
along.
Oh, okay.
for sure.
Pam says he's
World
coming back
Builders
in
also has a
costume.
store. They have all sorts of cool celebrity signed items and goodies. I don't have them with me, but there's some great fingerless gloves. If you like Pat's work, he always puts up autographed copies. Neil Gaiman usually gets involved. A whole bunch of really amazing people, and then a ton of the D&D crowd is involved now, which is so awesome.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Oh,
And you don't have to donate a lot of money to get entered for.
Hey,
those
good news!
Nice.
Good news, Todd. We killed him.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's a hero. Everyone go home. That's good. That's show everybody.
Yeah, we got him. Yeah, and then we and the map finally led to the ice cream and chocolate chip plane. There it was. It all worked out.
Do not.
Rib's
tell
already
me where
there.
My story goes. Freely's
Actually, we just talked about world builders for a while, and I showed off.
did.
I showed off the card that eventually I'm going to use on this.
Oh, excellent. Yes, there is
freely
going
named
to
his
be
gun.
a Todd Kenreck card that's going to be added. That's going to allow you possibly to get one free clone. And we're still working out the details on that. As I submitted it, you either have a clone as a bonus life, or there's already a clone out there of you, or you are the clone. So
4K no trace.
all right, so where did we leave off?
Penelope was flaming sphering a face.
Yeah.
Okay. And I believe he's failed his saving throw, correct? Yes.
Yeah,
Looking
yeah,
at
no, that
13.
sounds
what
right.
was the DC?
14.
14.
Dex.
He failed. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 15 points of damage.
Takes 15 points of fire damage. All right. Sorry for being away. And now we are on Orkira. Last as always. Sorry, Orkira.
I'm used to it.
You're
So
not last in this round. You're first of next round.
Yeah.
Oh, man, put that on the shirt.
thank you. Really, I feel better about being super slow. So I know I tried this already and I failed miserably at it. But now we've seen him turn into mist, and he's got a giant, like, death becomes her hole in the middle of his chest, and
Yeah.
he's still there.
I appreciate the reference.
Thank you. Can I try? Is there something else I could do besides an intelligence check to find out what is this guy? What kind of undead is this thing? I'm maybe hoping for something like medicine or
I'm casting
medicine.
guidance on her. You can do it this time.
Bardic inspiration.
go,
You're gonna figure it
go
out.
ahead and roll medicine, I guess.
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead and roll medicine.
Okay, I still rolled awful, but now I get a bonus instead of a detractor. That's 12.
12. He's almost like a hybrid of undead and alive at the same time. You're watching as this hole is closing and he's healing rapidly, but he's one step in death and one step out.
And he took fire damage and he took radiant damage, but he's still healed.
Yes.
I wish command worked on undead. Okay, I will still guiding bolt him because I don't have much else.
Go ahead.
Does command not work on undead?
It does not work on undead. They have to be alive. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that totally hits.
Okay. So
Has he winced from any type of pain at all?
No, he registers no pain.
so he's going to take 12 radiant damage, and the next attack gets advantage.
Okay.
And I'm still going to just be curiously watching this creature.
Freely yells out, "Kane, let me get him."
He drops you freely and also extends a hand and pushes you against the ground.
Hey, let's rebuke him again. I'm
Man,
prickly.
you're such a big fan of Hellish Rebuke.
Only
if
when
he's-
people touch me.
All
And
right,
if he's
you
a-
take.
Is he attacking because it's the
Yeah, it's
top?
definitely an attack.
Great, because it's top of the round, which means I can warding flare him again. So he has a disadvantage on this attack.
All right, that attack fails. You just fall to the ground.
Okay.
That was his
Oof.
bonus action though, and he drops to the ground next to Freely, and now things are gonna get super interesting.
Okay.
Freely, what's your armor class?
I hellish rebuked him for 31, by the way.
Oh,
No, he has to die. My AC is current. Well,
Oh, Freely's no touching zone is super effective.
just don't come in the bubble. That's all I'm saying. Just don't come in the bubble.
He's tiny but mighty.
True. Let me see. This is. I don't think I used a bonus action this turn. I apologize because we broke there. I don't think I did. So, well, can I Shield of Faith? It's up to you. If you say I got to do it next round,
That was a reaction.
Yeah. No. Oh, I did. I cursed him. That was this round. Sorry. So 15. 15 is my AC.
Okay. He slashes you twice with his flaming longsword, and you take 15 points of slashing damage and another 7 points of fire damage.
What was that? Sorry, I'm adding it all up here.
15 points of slashing and another 7 of flame.
Freely, his face is defiant, but he is clearly grievously injured. He's a very angry halfling right now, though. But I am hurt bad.
Okay, your anger is noted.
Right. Okay.
So, all right, that is Freely, Keen. What are you doing?
Well, that was
that was your reaction.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry.
I just
Keen,
reacted.
it's up to you.
Is it not Freely's turn? His dexterity is higher than mine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and he has a large weapon that causes holes in ships. So I step out of the way until he is done.
Okay.
So, okay, because of my Hexblade curse, I crit on a 19 or 20. And I kind of got a 19.
Hey!
So I'm about to light this dude up like a lot.
Yeah.
I will, I shoot him with a lot of dice. So I'll roll it and tell you here in a second. But
Okay, go ahead.
It should be a significant injury that I inflict upon him.
King, you may begin your attacks while he does this.
Okay, hold on. The gods very much want this dude to die, for the record, based on my rolls over here.
Oh my goodness.
While he is doing the math, is this weapon that he is holding a rifle?
Yes.
Yeah, he is holding a rifle for sure.
To me, it looks like a path. The Eladrin will run on anything given the chance. I see that he has made his base strong, and I run up his back of his leg, over his shoulder, and down the rifle stock.
No, this is gonna be beautiful because I really rolled like ridiculous. Hang on, I'm putting it in the chat so you guys can see what I got.
Wow.
Start adding that up.
Yeah, no, he's meant to die now. So let's.
I don't think anything is really killing this dude. He was dead a while ago.
I'm like, nope. Keen and I are about to work it out, and we're doing it just because Briv isn't here. That's 74 points of damage on my leg. I just Freely is honestly like bleeding out, like he's really hurt, but I'm just like, you are coming with me.
No, you're not going anywhere, Freely. No.
Right, get him, Keen.
You blow another hole straight through him just as the other hole has closed. It's impressive. It makes a very loud noise, and it almost shakes. And again, Freely moves, another like 3 inches backwards as he fires it. At the same time, King Deapreth, for reasons unknown to everyone else, jumps on top of this rifle
because it's awesome.
Like he's Ant-Man on a pencil.
I know that his aim is true, so where the gun points is the path to victory. That is where I run. Over the stock barrel of the gun, I sprint towards him, and after the blast is released, and there is a hole made, I would like to jump through the hole.
Wow.
If it's not big enough, I will not.
He is not big enough to jump through.
But just for antimatter blasts and giggles, I throw my glaive through the hole. I slide by him and I catch it on the other side. That's where I strike from behind. Then I strike again. Then I strike again. Then I continue to speed up in the Eladrin way, because this is way we are trained. I am an Eldritch Knight, and I use time to be on my side. I take a action surge, and I strike again, and again, and again.
I mean, he's just showing off, but it looks really
It
cool.
looks really cool.
Looks
He is
so
dropping
cool.
far too many of my friends today. There is too much danger, too much death, too much pain. This must end. I have done the damage in your absence. Would you like it now?
Yes.
I begin with, I missed one of my attacks in the first round, so only 2 hit, 13 points of physical damage. I'm sorry, 23 points of physical damage, 28 points of flame damage. In the second round, my second attack was a critical 20, a natural 20.
Oh, it's
Hey!
another 20 for the live stream. We're giving away another legendary bundle to someone in chat.
I strike in the second round for 43 physical points of damage and 24 points of flame. Cutting,
Wow.
cutting, cutting.
Yeah, you were just slashing and slashing and slashing into him.
And I make sure that I make my attack pattern so that I end up behind him. I want him flanked so that the others can gain an advantage, or I can gain an advantage, whoever.
That is a lot of damage.
I was gonna say, is he still on his feet?
He's still on his feet,
Yeah.
and the wounds are still healing, but he's been severely damaged, and his armor is like smoking, and there you can see parts of his rib cage and his bones as well.
Has the look on his face changed yet?
No,
What?
he's
Ah.
still bemused. I don't know why you insist on resisting. Just give me the map, and you will live. It's a very simple thing.
No.
It would have been simple if you hadn't started with attacking and death.
It will end with it. I promise.
Are we still in initiative? Because I wanted to do something once it got to my
Yeah, we're
turn.
still initiative.
Okay.
That is now Alyndra.
I am going to cast a healing word on Freely because Freely looks torn up.
He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
As he falls over and
Very much like, no, I'm good. No, don't worry. I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Cool.
so I'll put a healing word on Freely, and then I think we're due for some blessings. I will cast Bless
Okay.
on. Let's see. I'll upcast it to 3rd level, so I take my symbol of Ogma into my hand and I say a prayer that we may know ourselves and know this creature. And I will hit. That goes for all of us. We're all covered.
What exactly does that do for us, by the way?
So it's going to be add a d4 to attacks and saving throws.
Okay. You do so. All right. Hope, Penelope Halfpint, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna move my flaming sphere right on top of him
Okay.
for more damage.
Another dexterity check.
Yes, 14.
Fails.
Like a rolling
Woo.
sphere.
That
Ah.
is
That was some dice.
12, 13, 14. 14 points.
14 points of flame damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're burning into him. And that means we are now on Orkira. What are you doing,
thing-
Orkira?
This thing is right here, right?
Yeah.
It's like we're all surrounding it, and yeah. I'm gonna try something weird.
Ooh, weird.
I don't know if this will work, but I'm
Nope,
gonna
for
try.
it. Do the weird thing.
Be creative.
Because attacking this thing hasn't worked, and yeah, it's doing a ton of damage against us, but we're bringing our friends up, and this is becoming an attrition. And every time she tries to look at this creature, she doesn't know what's going on, and there's a lot going on. So she's gonna cast Zone of Truth. and I'm gonna try to see if it'll fail. So it's a charisma saving throw, DC 15. Now, when I cast it, because we're all here, everybody has to make their saves because everybody's right here. But I want some questions answered and I want to talk to it, and so I'm gonna try.
DC, what? Sorry.
The charisma saving throw, DC 15.
And you know if it succeeds, right?
I know who succeeded and who failed. It also knows.
It failed. It failed.
Okay.
I
So
too failed.
and now, okay, so Keen failed. Freely,
Pass.
you passed.
I failed.
Alyndra, because it's a huge radius,
Oh
so
boy.
it probably catches all of
Jen, what did you get?
It's I'm sorry, what was the save on it?
us. Charisma DC 15.
Oh no.
We're
Oh
failed.
wait, I am blessed.
Ha!
Yeah, your blessing would count.
I'm fine.
Okay. So
I mean, not fine, it's gonna hurt.
well, no, I mean so you all know that you don't have to answer the questions. You don't have to actually. It doesn't compel the truth. It doesn't compel you to speak. It just compels the truth. So this thing failed. So I cast it as my action, and for the rest of my turn, I'm just going to ask it, "Who are you? What are you? And why do you want the map?"
I am Soren. I believe I already introduced myself. There's nothing else quite like what I am. There are maybe more of me soon. And I want the map because it leads me to an artifact that I want very much. And I don't want to have to kill all of you.
What
But-
artifact?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
So we were told this artifact can destroy a world, and well, that's all we know. That's usually a reason not to let people have it, especially people who come in shooting first and demanding things later.
It's valid. I can understand not wanting a world to burn.
Orkira like twitches at that a little bit and then asks, "What do you mean there's going to be more of you soon?"
Let's say there's an experiment being conducted, and there may be more of us soon.
Why?
That I cannot tell you. I'm not too worried, but I know that I now exist.
Actually,
When
you
he
can.
says cannot, is that a lie?
Huh?
Cannot
was-
is very specific.
I was about to say.
Not
if
that
he-
I would know.
He does not know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, we can't kill him.
Yeah, while you're having this conversation, you're watching his wounds heal.
It's not like we were doing. This was just getting futile anyway. So this is what we should have done at the beginning. But once again, you came in blasting. So what do you want with this weapon? And why do you want more? Give us
I want a
context
weapon
here.
for leverage.
Against?
Anyone.
Hey, Todd, in my reading, have I ever read about anything like what I'm seeing with him? Or creatures that do what he does?
No.
Okay.
He clearly has some very powerful psychic abilities,
Hmm.
and you know of that, and people who are proficient, and he's definitely shown that, but he is also something undead on top of that.
And I never did any research that I knew of into things like this.
Yeah, so there might be some research. Something is itching at the back of your mind about what this is.
Who sent you?
I sent myself.
Who created you?
That's open to interpretation.
Give me yours.
Do you know Averin?
I am aware of him.
So, what do you know about how you were created?
Well, since we're being chummy right now, and you've cast the Zone of Truth, and I have to tell the truth right now, I guess I might as well tell you my giant evil plan.
I mean, if you really want.
He's monologuing.
Well, he's also healing.
Yeah, but
Why
once
he's
again,
monologuing, he's killing time.
we did so much damage, and yet he's still alive. And
He's recovering every moment that we're letting him.
I do message Alyndra banishment. While he's talking, I'm like, cool, banishment.
How are you messaging the spell?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I can cast message. I'm like to her. I'm like, yeah, right.
Like you've got just like code word, like code symbols with your hand, like banish that.
I will prep it and have it absolutely ready to go. I won't cast it quite yet because we want to get as much information as possible.
He lifts his hand very slightly in front of you, and he casts Minor Illusion, and you see this beautiful, wonderful, like white castle on top of a green hill. Everything in the multiverse, in the prime material plane, exists, but also has reflections. So in the Shadowfell,
yes, we know about it.
he switches it, and you see this very haunted, creepy fortress. And then he switches it again, and in the Feywild. And then there are vines all over the castle, and fireflies moving around it. Someone made themselves a monument. Someone made themselves a landmark as an experiment. A town was built to see if you could create reflections of people, the way the castle creates a reflection in the Shadowfell and the Feywild.
I message Orkira. We've been there.
And that's why I exist.
And who made the town?
You might want to ask Averin.
Was the answer Averin?
You said you might want to ask Averin.
Yeah, but I think she asked, does that mean Averin knows?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Was it Averin? Because it does sound like the kind of thing he'd try and do.
Yeah, you don't know, but it is definitely up his alley.
Oh, Orkira's asking this out loud to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He said, well, you need to... I believe it was Averin, yes. But I can't be totally sure.
So why do you want the thing that can just... You said you wanted the thing that can destroy worlds for leverage against Averin?
What does... No, I don't care about Averin.
Who are you trying to destroy?
What does Averin want?
Everything.
You all see Freely is very much like struggling to get back to his feet and picking up the rifle, like he's about to shoot him again.
My friend, we're going to need to teach you enlarge reduce.
Well, if Averin wants everything, then I want nothing.
Then you won't.
He's an anti-Averin?
And shouldn't he be like a great guy?
I'm not the anti-Averin. I am my own being.
You're a mirrored version of him, aren't you?
Things diverge very quickly.
That's fine. I don't... That's fine. You're allowed to be your own being. I still want to know why you want... Who do you want leverage against if you're trying to get this weapon?
Do you think I have a purpose other than that makes sense for you, that will make you feel like you can understand what I want and what I need? Will that make you feel safe?
No, because I don't know if anyone has a grand purpose. I just want to know what you're trying to... I'm assuming you're smart enough to have a reason to do things and are not just trying to kill for fun.
It's interesting. I am smart enough. However, destroying things is one of my favorite things.
There's no reasoning with him.
When he says destroying things is one of my favorite things, I message Kane, let's get him, and pull the trigger.
And as soon as I see them start to move, we'll go ahead and fire off the banishment, or do you want to kill him?
Can you kill him?
All of the above. I mean, we've heard him a lot, so
He's healed.
yeah.
Banish him.
Banishment.
Yeah,
Let's do
if
it.
this last round or two hadn't killed him.
Yeah, then nothing will.
Yeah.
Then banishment. And if anyone can do anything to make it more difficult for him to succeed on his saves, I would really appreciate it.
I did roll a 20. I'm not lying. I am so sorry on initiative.
Oh.
I'm not joking. I'm looking at it right now. I will get a camera. I just
Is it
rolled
natural?
I trust
No.
you.
No,
It's good for the people. It's good for the people.
It's another legendary
Yay,
bundle.
another
for
legendary
everyone.
bundle. Is that
Hey.
4? Are we at 4 now?
I've never rolled that many 20s in my entire
And they were
life
all
during
for
the
you.
game.
They
All
were
you.
all
Like
of
all
them.
of us. Like it took all of us combined to get 4 before, and you did it all by yourself.
All right.
Well, it took some of us helping because some of us were making him roll saving throws.
Wait, but
so.
question,
True.
can anybody throw Bane or something on him to decrease how he does on that save? Because if
All
they
right.
can,
We
and
are running
they
out of
go
time, so we're going to go ahead and keep initiative
Okay.
with everybody else, if that's okay,
Okay.
to speed
Yep.
this along. He's going to go ahead and take his action. I know what you're planning. And it's
Really?
not gonna
Because
get
I
rid
don't
of
know
me.
what I'm planning. Can you tell me?
Oh. Real pickle.
Goodbye,
No,
Freely.
that was a while ago. We had the pickles. They were on the
You say
tree.
goodbye freely?
If
Yep.
he is attacking, I'm going to wording
No.
flare. I'll use my last wording flare to.
Okay.
Freely is very injured but undaunted.
No.
Orkira is freaked out.
Oh, I'm not even going to say it.
No.
Well, you
You wording
disadvantage.
flare one of them, and he had disadvantage, and that didn't affect it. That's 19 points of slashing damage. Oh my god, what? That is 18
beat
points
my-
of fire damage, all to Freely.
My 17 AC, right? Sorry. It's,
He stabs you right through the chest multiple times, almost like he's using the longsword as a dagger.
So couple questions. He didn't move enough to trigger an attack of opportunity, correct?
No.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna hellish rebuke him and very much collapse.
Okay, all right, go ahead and do your hellish rebuke.
You know, the sad thing is, I'd already rolled for my attack if I could get it, and it would have been a freaking 20, but I don't get to roll to attack.
Roll your damage next, and
Freely very much
just
goes
go
down.
ahead and cast banishment.
I'm out of high level slots, so this won't hurt quite as bad.
Did you
What's
say I
the
can
save
try?
for banishment?
It's a charisma 15.
Okay.
Yeah. 15 on the hellish rebuke, and just as Freely like gets stabbed and falls, like he doesn't look sad or injured or anything. He just looks really pissed off, just furious, and then hits the ground.
The sword and the fire just erupts through Freely's chest and out the back of him. And Freely
No.
still looks defiantly at Soren at the same time, and he just slowly looks at Alyndra. Goodbye, daughter. And bamfs away. And that's our show. Thank you, everyone, for watching Beyond Heroes. We have a vote, I believe, for the very next episode. If you would like to vote on what our next adventure was, today's adventure was called Space Pirates. Lauren, Urban, what's the vote for today?
It's,
Revenge.
it's
That's the
called
revenge.
healing word on Freely, healing word on, and throw a healing word on someone else. I don't know. No, actually, the 3 titles that I have are the Kraken, Maze, and hey, Dragon Wars is back!
Yay!
Yay!
Yay,
I'm
Dragon
not
Wars.
saying anything. I'm not, but I went for Dragon Wars last week, and here we are, almost dying. So Dragon Wars is probably worse.
You
but
viewers
those are the
at home
three.
are the reason why Freely has died. It's your fault.
Oh no!
There will be
Glory,
No. This is on
glory.
you,
No,
Todd.
this is not on
and
you.
he's not dead.
I
He's-
knew what this was.
He's not dead. He's
Right.
just resting.
It's just a flesh wound.
All right.
His eyes were tired.
I
There
know
was-
we're-
his eyes.
I know
Yes.
we're running over, but I do want to say one thing. The Hex Warrior, I cannot use the Hex Warrior on the rifle. It's two-handed. I was not adding it to my rolls. I know there were some people watching that I'm sure were screaming, like, it's got the two-handed property. So it's
It is also an antimatter rifle, so things are a little interesting right now.
no, okay.
Thank you everyone for watching Beyond Heroes. Thank you. Congratulations to all the winners. I am so sorry that I rolled so many 20s. That was not intentional. And also, why can't I ever do that when I'm playing a character I like? So
I know that
thank
feel.
you so much, Lauren Urban, Hope LaVelle, B. Dave, TJ Storm, and Jen Kretchmer. You're an amazing cast. And we will be back next week on an adventure that you will vote for. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye. Bye.